Absolutely, absolutely. So we've got Joseph asking about any particular news on the progression of the wide receivers, Payton and Redding. All the talk about the other young wide receivers, wanting to know about these two.
Not really much through spring. I know Redding had a big scrimmage. Wasn't Payton dealing with an injury or something still? I thought that was part of his spring. But, hopefully, like I said a couple weeks ago last time on here, everybody, including these two, are taking advantage of the time that they have now to really work on their craft, especially in that wide receiver room, because Miami has 12, and you're not playing 12. So, if you want those snaps this year, you're going to have to work because, at the top you have Harley, Rambo, and whoever number 3 ends up being, right? So those 3 who are going to start, they're going to take a majority of snaps, especially Harley, who's like a halfway decent season away from being the all-time career leader in receptions, yards, and touchdowns at the University of Miami, which is crazy. All 3 of those stats. He could be at the top of the list, and that's like over, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, and Reggie Wayne, respectively, I believe. Or Michael Irvin for the touchdowns. But yeah, he could eclipse all 3 of those gentlemen with a halfway decent season. So he's not somebody you're taking off the field. Charleston Rambo, that's your wide receiver number 1. You're not taking him off the field for somebody at the end of the depth chart. So those are 2 spots where, set it and forget it. Those are your starters. So now you've got 10 guys competing for, what are you going to play? 5.5, maybe 6. So you got 10 guys fighting for 3.5, 4 slots. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to put it past them. We'll see what these youngins are talking about when they get on campus. But there's lots of dudes, bro. There's lots of dudes in that wide receiver room. So, this is a time where you need to embrace the process. You need to embrace, the work that it takes to become and stay great. And it's just like any great player has said. And I know that Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, talked about it. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. The better that you are, the more work is required at that level. It's not that I'm great and then I can chill, and just show up for games. No, the better that you are, the higher caliber your skill in whatever industry that is, right? Because I always said this to my choir kids. I said, yeah, we made it, we got straight superiors at districts. Now, the evaluation level at state, the evaluation level for this competition that we're going to in Georgia are above that level. So no, we're not going to party between now and then. We got to get on this grind and tighten up those errors, those little things. If you're a basketball player and hey, you're first team all state or whatever, cool, you're going to college, you might not have used your left hand a lot in high school, but guess what? You got to be fluent with that going into the league. Or going into college and then, moving forward. So this has to be the time that they're working for that development, or Redding and Payton or whomever is not taking this as seriously and not working as hard as maybe somebody else is. They're going to be on the outside looking in because, again, sheer numbers, 10 dudes playing for 3.5, maybe 4 slots in the rotation behind Harley and Rambo. Good luck. And if you're not looking at that as a challenge accepted, then good luck somewhere else.